For today's lesson, we're going to learn three things. We're going to first learn how to swing 16th notes. Second thing we're going to do is we're going to, once we learn the swing pattern, we're going to play it on both hands. So it's going to be challenging for your weak hand. And finally, I'm going to throw in what's called a hi-hat splash, and I'll go over how to do that. Okay, so let me show you the basic pattern I came up with using 16th notes, and it starts off with an 8th note. And that would be, let me go through it real slow. 1, and a 3, and a 3. If I get that faster. And I put quarter notes on the bass drum. Okay, now what I've done is, in order to swing that, I've written out a pattern with using 16th note triplets, so you can kind of get into the swing a little bit easier. So the count would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So by counting it, you just get swinging it a little bit easier. You play right to the count. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to take that and I'm going to do a reverse where the left hand plays on the hi-hat. Let me do that real slow. Using the same count. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. That faster. Okay, so on both patterns, I'm going to do quarter notes on the bass drum. Now, in order to combine them both, I've done a break, so I can go from using the left hand on the snare to the right hand on the snare. And basically, the break's going to happen on the and of 3. So let me go over the first break where the left hand's on the snare and the right hand's on the hi-hat. 1 and 2 and 3. So you see there on 1, I end up with my right hand. And then it's reversed when I have the right hand on the snare, left hand on the hi-hat. I'll do that one. 1 and 2 and 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off and I'll do 3 measures. And then on the 4th measure of each time I'll do the break. And that will sound like this. Take that faster. Okay, so I like to take those 2 rhythms and then I like to play them on the toms. So the first one, let me just do the hands, real slow. 1 and 2. So there I did the break, and I did it with my right hand. And that second pattern would sound like this, starting with my right. 1, Okay, so the final challenging part that we're going to do on this is doing what's called a hi-hat splash. And that's basically when you play the hi-hat and you use it like a crash cymbal. So the way I do a splash is I start with tippy toes and I come down with the heel. And I get a little crash sound. Okay, so basically the bass drum is going to be the same. And all the splashes are going to come up on the end. So it would be like this. 1, 2. So when the bass drum hits on 2, that's where the hi-hat comes down. 1, 2, 4. The trick is to do that while you're doing the hands on the toms and the snare. So let me go through it real slow. Do it faster. Okay, then what's fun is just to put them all together.